Right then, let's get into it. So, picture this. Prague, the Fortuna Arena. The atmosphere is just absolutely crackling. This is it, a World Cup playoff. And for Ireland, it's a shot at redemption, a chance to finally get back to the big one after so many years of heartbreak. You've got this massive sea of green that's made the journey, all of them dreaming of seeing Ireland on the world stage for the first time since way back in 2002. The hope? Well, you can almost touch it.
And that sentence right there, that's pretty much the heart of this whole story. It's almost our unofficial motto, isn't it? It perfectly sets the stage for what is, let's be honest, a classic tale of sporting tragedy, of dreams that soared so high, only to come crashing back down to earth. What unfolded in Prague wasn't just another loss. It was an epic.
Because for 23 glorious minutes, it was absolutely perfect. The dream didn't just feel possible, no, it felt like destiny. Ireland came flying out of the traps, playing with a kind of fire that had the Czechs completely rattled and on the back foot.
And look at this, it just shows the whirlwind we were in. Barely 8 minutes in, Nathan Collins smacks a shot off the woodwork, a real statement. Then just 10 minutes later, we get a penalty. Troy Parrott steps up, cool as you like, and buries it, 1-0. And before anyone's even had a chance to breathe, there's a corner, absolute chaos in the box, and their keeper, Matej Kovar, somehow manages to bundle the ball into his own net. It's 2-0, you just can't believe it.
I mean, just think about that for a second. This was the absolute peak. 2 goals up, away from home, in a do-or-die World Cup playoff. You could almost feel the path to North America being paved right there in front of us. It honestly felt like nothing, absolutely nothing, could possibly go wrong.
Famous last words, eh? Because of course, something did go wrong. And this is the moment. This is where it all started to unravel. The whole feeling, that sense of destiny, it all pivoted on one single solitary moment of madness.
That's the only way you can describe it, really. A rush of blood to the head. One split-second decision that managed to undo all of that incredible work and completely flip the game on its head.
And the timing! That's the real killer here. Just 4 minutes after we'd gone 2-0 up. The ball's going nowhere, there's absolutely no danger, but Ryan Manning makes the pull. It was a gift, a Christmas present, wrapped up with a bow, and you better believe the Czechs were happy to accept it. Patrick Schick slots it away, and just like that, all that momentum we had, gone.
So what came next? Well, it was a totally different game. The second half wasn't about that early magic anymore, no. It was a gritty, tense, nail-biting war. It was backs-to-the-wall stuff, with Ireland just digging in and scrapping for their lives against wave after wave of Czech attacks.
Ah, the 2 most painful words in all of sport. What if? And that's the question that's going to haunt every single player and fan who was there that night. Because even after all that, the win was still there for the taking. The whole thing was just balanced on a knife edge. And these were the fine margins we're talking about. The most heart-stopping moment. Jason Malumbi gets a golden chance to seal it, to make it 3-1 and kill the game off for good. But his shot, it comes crashing back off the post. An inch the other way and it's over. And as the clock ticked down, you could just feel that pressure building and building, like a physical weight on the shoulders of every man in a green shirt.
And then, with just 4 minutes of normal time left on the clock, the blow you felt was coming came. The Czech captain, Krejci, gets up highest from a set piece, powers a header into the net, and that's it. It just sucked the life right out of the thousands of Irish fans in that stadium. Utter devastation.
Extra time was just a blur, really. All tired legs and frayed nerves. So, after all that, it was always going to end one way, wasn't it? It was destined for the cruelest tiebreaker in all of football, the penalty shootout.
But wait, there's one last twist in the tale. Our keeper, Colm Kelleher, our penalty-saving specialist, he does what he does best. He pulls off a brilliant save on their second penalty. Advantage Ireland. We had it, right there in the palm of our hands.
But football, oh, it loves a redemption story, doesn't it? And this is a perfect one. Remember their keeper, Matej Kovar? The fella who scored the clumsy own goal that put us 2-0 up? Well, this is where he turned from villain into a national hero.
And this is how it all just slipped away. After Kelleher's incredible save put us in the driving seat, we couldn't hold our nerve. Finn Ozaz steps up, Kovar saves. Alan Brown steps up, Kovar saves again. Then Jan Clement steps forward and hammers his penalty home, and the dream doesn't just end, it shatters into a million tiny pieces.
And so you're just left with silence, the quiet in the Irish end of the stadium, and a feeling that, let's be honest, is painfully familiar for us fans. That old hollow ache in your stomach.
25.
Let that sink in. That's how many years the wait for a World Cup will be stretching towards now. A quarter of a century. It just puts the weight of this one game, this one moment of madness, into a much, much bigger and more painful perspective.
You know, in the end, that's what it was. A beautiful, agonizing, poetic tragedy, all played out against the backdrop of one of Europe's most stunning cities. The lads played with heart, they played with passion, but sometimes that's just not enough. The soul of the game remains, but the Irish heart is left nursing that familiar ache all over again.
And really, what more can you say? When the manager, Heimir Hallgrimsson, was asked to sum it all up, he didn't need a long speech. He just had one word: pain. A simple, raw, and brutally honest word that just captures it all perfectly. A night of incredible hope, and in the end, just pure pain.